interrupt you, but I'm also now being joined by Tamil Sai Soundararajan, who's the former governor of Telangana. Ma'am, thank you so much for taking the time to join us. We are of course taking a look at this tragic stampede that has taken place during a political rally of the TVK chief Vijay. What do you think could be the driving factors behind this stampede of this scale, where 39 people so far are confirmed to have lost their lives, and who should we hold accountable for the same?
I want to share the brief. Just now I'm returning from the hospital after seeing the distressed and deceased patient and the deceased bodies in the mortuary. And when we are inquiring, definitely there was a huge crowd, and when some people fainted, some ambulance was about to come and pick them up. Then there was a chaos, and near one pit was there. Everyone fell on that. So definitely there is the place where the program happened was not a place for a political rally. When we inquired with the people. Let us wait for the inquiry, but when we interacted with the people, the message we heard was that. And apart from that, I have been also in the administration. Okay, a political rally has been arranged, but the police, the intelligence should predict, because there will be movement of people from the villages, movement of people from nearby towns. So they should have predicted the number of people who they will attend, and they could have predicted, because his travel was delayed for more than 3 to 4 hours. So they should have predicted the crowd, and adequate measures should have been taken. There is no any doubt about that. Even though they say, okay, he's a newcomer, he should be, but whatever may be, the government only is responsible for what all happening in this in the state. So the police should have taken some proactive measures, and even now I feel very bad. People are waiting outside the mortuary for more than 7 to 8 hours. The whole government machinery should have been pooled there. The number of doctors making postmortem should have increased, and the whole of government machinery should have been there. But there is a lag in that also. Very disheartening to see. So people cannot be the victims for always, and the government also should take some action. Proactive action, stern-wise action, stringent action. So this is my view.
Well, of course, ma'am, and as we have seen, of course, there has been a number of lapses. As you said, of course, there should have been some sort of preparation. They'd only prepared for about 10,000 people, but expectations should have been of a higher number. But also, as the police have also stated, there were a number of other factors that could have been responsible, such as Vijay himself arrived late for the event, which led to the crowd who were left waiting for over 3 to 4 hours. So this is what the police have said, of course. So do you think that such other factors should also be considered, and who else should we hold accountable for this? Is it only the government or the police management that we saw over there?
The people has lost their lives. We cannot just categorically fix this is only police, this is only organizer. But responsibility falls on the government. Whatever may be the situation, if the political party says it is only 10,000, they cannot fix it, because it is not a hard and fast rule. 10,000 means 10,000. The police have seen so many rallies. The police are more experienced than the Vijay. So it's definitely, he also should have taken very proactively. She should have calculated. Okay, but because the political party did not calculate the crowd, the government cannot allow the people to die, no? So the police are more experienced. The people should sense how many people are moving towards, and how long they are all waiting, and whether there are adequate ambulance facilities, whether adequate health booths are there, doctors are there. So then an unusual situation, they also act in an unusual way, not in an usual way. saying permission given, okay, for 10,000, 30,000 people conveyed, they are telling 500 police were there, how they could monitor them, maintain the crowd, organize the crowd, poor organizing of the crowd. So, blame game, I'm not going for any blame game, but whatever may be the situation, the government should take care of the people, whatever the political party they belong to. They are innocent people. And
Yes, there seem to be some issues with your connection, ma'am, but I would also just like to ask you, you have met with some of the victims and the bereaved families.
Mostly fixed on the administrators. Yes. No, we cannot fix the response. Whatever, if we fix the responsibility, that's what he is going to do. Only the government can rectify measures. That is my view.
Yes, ma'am, and we've seen that you've of course also met with some of the bereaved families and the victims as well. Of course, after such a tragedy of this scale, what is the feeling amongst people, and what is also being done for them that you've seen now that you've of course met with some of the affected?
Yeah, first two types of categories. One, treating people who are all getting treated. So they are getting treated in the hospital. Second category is the people waiting for the post-mortem to get the deceased body, and because this is they have some spiritual sentiments after the departed soul. So they are all, whole crowd is waiting. So the number of crowd waiting outside the hospital is, crowd is more outside the mortuary. So sentimentally they are moved, they are emotional, and they have lost their life. And more than 7 to 8 hours, they are all waiting for the bodies to be returned after post-mortem. But what is that? Yesterday, when the chief minister came, almost 30 bodies they have dispatched in a single move. So even today, when we were all waiting, the Congress alliance partner leaders were let inside the mortuary. We were all waiting for 2.5 hours. So even these type of biased attitude and activities also there. Practiced by the Tamil Nadu officers and government. Very disheartening to see all these things. So the whole government machinery should be activated. Now there is a gap in the administration and the service to the people. Definitely I can say. The political leaders are coming and going, but the people are not getting the adequate measure help what they want. So the government machinery should be more activated, and more number of people should be pooled there to help the people.
Yes, ma'am, and just one final question to you. What should be done now? What are the steps that should be taken, especially if we consider the fact that now in the lead up to the elections, we will be seeing more such rallies of this scale or even larger. How should the state machinery also go about this, and what should be the steps that are taken to address this and to avoid a tragedy of this scale to take place in the future?
A very good question, because in another 6 months we are going to face our election, and more rallies will be organized, and more leaders will come out for propaganda. But only one thing we noticed in Tamil Nadu government, the police attitude, whenever the state government asked permission, the state party, the ruling party and the alliance partner asked permission for a rally, or they took stringent measures to give protection, more police are deputed, and permissions are given without any restriction. But when other parties, the opponents ask, they restrict they depute only less number of policemen, and some of the times the political parties have go to the court and get the permission. And because of these biased activities, even the opposition leaders are biased against the government, and they are unable to convey the real message to the people or the government or the administration. So the government should act without any biased activity. They should not discriminate between the political parties, and same type of protection and same type of permission should be given to the all the other equal permission, the equal platform for all the political parties. So it is that the government should act in such a way that the people are safe and the political parties are comfortable in organizing their rallies, and the cadres are comfortable to come and return from the rallies. So these all the because this is a war field we are, because the election field is almost like a war field. So the usual measures are not adequate. Some extraordinary measures should be taken.
Well, ma'am, thank you so much for joining us with your perspective on that story, as well as we, of course, will continue tracking that. But Mr. C. Radhashekharan is also still with us on the broadcast. So you were taking us through your perspective on this as well. Who do you think should be held accountable for this, and what are the steps that should necessarily be taken to address this situation now? Yes, sir, I'm unable to hear you. If you could just unmute yourself over there.
Yes, it is the immature, mad, frenzy crowd which is behind actor Vijay, without any discipline or without any kind of direction how to follow or how to obey. Nobody listens to anybody. That is the problem of this tragic incident. I would not blame the government or the police, because the police acts in accordance with the law as per the request of the political party. The new political party launched by actor Vijay is an inexperienced and incapable set of few people who have no knowledge about how to conduct a rally, how to tackle a situation, and how to overcome a crisis situation or crisis management, lack of crisis management, and other aspects of handling the problems which you encounter then and there. This is the problem when you don't have experienced mind and experienced and senior political people around you to guide you and take you further. You have a frenzy, mad, totally uncontrolled crowd which is going haywire. I mean, they are creating so much of problem for even the common public, to themselves, to their families, and also to the state. See, today everybody takes an opportunity to attack the government because they are in the opposition. You just imagine, government cannot, or police protection cannot be given to each and every single citizen. 8 crore people. For example, if you say 10,000 people, 500 police are sufficient to man them or guide them, or
Yes.
ensure that they come in a proper queue, or they are organized in a proper manner. Beyond that, if you say you are coming at 12 o'clock and come at 7 o'clock, and the mad crowd which has no water, food, nothing, all shops closed, and they naturally they'll have they get exhausted, and it may lead to collapse of their health also. That is what has happened. And a few people had fallen into a pit, as rightly said by my earlier governor, that there was a pit and all. It all happens. See, you cannot, the venue was selected by Vijay, actor Vijay's people. That guy Busi Anand and Adav Arjun and Nirmal, all these people who are all no way connected to politics. They are not politicians. They are just people with different walks of life come together, stand behind Vijay with his popularity, with his crowd pulling. They are trying to gain some momentum. That is their agenda. They don't have any backup plan. There is no plan A, plan B, plan C. There is no crisis management. There is no troubleshooting method. There is nothing
Yes.
in place with them, and they are landing up in trouble. I would say this is a disaster of political party. It cannot come out because you are giving some 20 lakhs or 10 lakhs to the deceased family does not make you a hero. You may be a hero in a movie.
All right. So, well, I'm running short on time, but I thank you for joining us with your perspective on that as well.